We all need a good night's sleep. It's what keeps us going every day, what enables our body to recharge with energy and push through every new day. If your body lacks sleep, if you're unable to fall asleep and get rested during the night, it can be very detrimental to your overall health and have serious consequences. An average person spends about 1/3 of his life sleeping. Isn't that amazing? But we're not all the average person, and many of us face sleeping disorders on a day-to-day basis due to stress, depression, anxiety, work or home problems which keep us awake and so on. Once we go to bed, instead of focusing on sleeping and get relaxed and rested, we start thinking about our problems, obligations, anxieties, and our brain stays active, unable to let us fall asleep. Aside from the usual suspects, certain drugs and medications can also be a reason for insomnia, like heart medications, blood pressure medications, pain medications, antihistamines, and could all contribute to your sleeping problems. Even though it may seem that they're making you feel sleepy at first, but they could be causing you stomach problems, forcing you to go to the toilet more often and disrupting your sleep cycle. If you're having difficulty sleeping, you should try to sleep with your socks on. You'll sleep like a baby. Wondering why? Here's why. If you put on your socks before you go to bed, you'll keep your feet warm, which will help your blood vessels dilate and you'll fall asleep faster. Why? According to a recent study, there's a link between dilated vessels in the extremities and falling asleep faster. In other words, if your feet are warm, you'll sleep better. Health benefits of sleeping with socks. 1. Prevent night sweat and hot flashes. According to a recent study, if you wear a sock overnight, you won't sweat as much and you won't feel hot flashes. It was determined that wearing socks while you sleep helps maintain your body temperature and are ideal if you're experiencing minor hot flashes, eliminating the need for more extreme measures. 2. Help with Raynaud's disease. Raynaud's disease is an uncommon disease that affects a person's blood cells and causes an overreaction to cold temperature. In more severe cases, it can lead to sores or tissue necrosis. You should know that sleeping with socks on helps with body temperature regulation, which can prevent the onset of Raynaud's and eliminate its serious consequences. 3. Improve dry skin. People who have a problem with dry skin usually have dry, cracked heels, which especially pose a problem in the cold, winter months. If you want to keep your feet soft and silky, apply some quality moisturizer and put on a pair of socks. 4. Reduce fever. This is an old folk remedy but is still widely practiced because it's very effective. Soak a pair of socks in some apple cider vinegar and put the wet socks on before you go to sleep. It'll boost your blood flow and reduce your fever, while boosting your immune system at the same time. Just don't use it in combination with sleeping pills or liquid medications. 5. Prevent cough. An old Russian remedy says that putting some dry mustard powder in your socks and wearing a second pair on top while you sleep will soothe your chronic cough. It's worth trying. 6. Warm your feet. Red pepper is excellent for improving circulation in your extremities, so if you have poor circulation, put some on your feet and put on a pair of socks before you go to bed. It will dilate the blood vessels, stimulate blood flow, and warm up your feet instantly. For some, the warmth sensation comes immediately, for others the heat increases gradually. What is the best type of socks for sleeping? If you decide to try this out, you need to consider a few things beforehand, especially regarding hygiene. You should always change your socks before you go to bed. Get a pair of new, clean socks, and don't go to bed with the socks you've worn all day long. Before you go to bed, take off your socks, wash your feet, dry them off, and put on a pair of new cotton socks. Don't choose socks which are too thick or made from unnatural materials. They will lead to increased sweating, which is the perfect breeding ground for germs and bacteria. Always choose cotton socks which are not too thick, allowing your feet to breathe during the night. Other remedies to help you sleep better. Set a fan beside the bed. If loud noises are causing you sleeping problems, put a set right next to your bed. You'll sleep much better because the gentle breeze will distract your mind from the loud noises and give you your much-needed beauty sleep. Limit light exposure. Limiting your light exposure can get you into the land of dreams much faster. According to a recent study conducted by a group of neurological experts from George Washington University, exposure to harsh electrical lights, TV, PC or mobile screens can disrupt your sleep and cause insomnia. Contrary to popular belief, complete darkness is not the best sleep environment. Spending an hour or so under a low-power lamp before you go to sleep can be very sleep beneficial and help you get drowsy faster. Take a hot bath. Medical experts say that a nice, hot bath before going to bed can make you fall asleep faster and sleep better. If you want to have a good night's sleep, prepare yourself a nice, relaxing bath and lay in it for 20 to 30 minutes, about 2 hours before you go to bed. Avoid stimulants. If you're having sleep problems, steer clear from stimulants throughout the day and avoid coffee and other caffeinated products. Nicotine is also a powerful stimulant, so maybe you should cut down or completely quit smoking if you're suffering from insomnia. Many smokers believe that a cigarette before sleep relaxes them and calms them down, but that's completely wrong. Nicotine increases your heart rate and has a negative effect on your sleep. Limit evening food and drink. Eating or drinking too much before going to bed is never a good idea. It burdens your digestive system, causing it to work throughout the night, causing you sleeping problems. Drinking too much alcohol can also have a detrimental effect on your sleep. Even though you may think it makes you sleepy and drowsy, if you're intoxicated you can't get proper rest. All things considered, too much of any liquid before going to bed is a bad idea because it will make you wake up during the night to go to the toilet numerous times, disrupting your sleep cycle.